I entered the world of entrepreneurship entirely by accident because at the time I was working in real estate in Dubai. I was doing really well, and Ailish had, by that point, built the business to the point where it was just at that cusp where we either needed to commit and build and scale, or just agree that that's where it was going to stay, scale it down a little bit, and just keep it at that level. And interestingly, the primary motivation for actually becoming an entrepreneur, or entering into the world of owning a business, for me was so that we could actually curate a life and design our lifestyle with a lot more freedom. So we could travel more, we could spend more time together, because that's something that struggled when I had a full-time job. And most importantly, be able to have the flexibility to have children and be able to spend a lot of time with them. And I, before that, had never considered being an entrepreneur or starting a business. It wasn't something that I just thought of. It's not that I didn't think I could do it. I just hadn't thought of it. Because, way even before we moved to Dubai, up until a few months before we moved to Dubai, my sole ambition in life was to progress through the army officer ranks and one day be a colonel. That was my goal. I had a career pipeline or pathway that I wanted to follow, but that was my goal. And when I got medically discharged, it was like, what the fuck do we do now? And that's how we ended up moving to Dubai. Because the other thing I wanted to do was build a property portfolio. And I thought, right, if I can't do it that way, if I can't do the thing that I'm here to do, I want to just make money doing something that I'm interested in. So that's how I ended up in real estate. But it's just absolutely wild to reflect on the fact that this was all accidental. And we've ended up having the life I always once dreamed of. Spending time together, spending time with our child, and having freedom to travel, should we wish. But now, with my business goals and my personal goals so clearly outlined, it just feels crazy to even imagine a world where, entrepreneurship isn't at the heart of it, considering it's something that I navigate every single day and I help other people navigate as well. So it's had no real agenda to the video. I think sometimes you really have to sit and reflect on the journey that you've had and where you've gone and how far you've come in. For me, that's 6.5 years, well, not even 6 years, just under 6 years that this has all happened.